In this video, I'll guide you through a complete walkthrough of Escape Memoirs, Questionable Side Stories. Be sure to subscribe for more engaging content like this. Let's get started. At the start of the game, your character enters a room. Here you get to see a note which has some information and digits on it. There's a special mark in the middle of this digit chit. Here we can see a door with a keypad that will be used to unlock it. Then we see a radio here that needs a reel, so let's search for it. Next, you'll find a locked box with a padlock that requires a single number. Keep scrolling through the numbers until the box opens. You'll find audio reel number 1 inside the box. Put it in the radio device and listen to it.
Welcome. Let's jump right into the practical portion of our job interview program. Since you have already made it down here, it means you're more competent than most of the people who seek to join our prestigious organization. Now, all that is left to do is to give you a small hint to help you on your way. You will find it on this audio reel.
After that, examine the audio reel number 1 for hints. The hints on the reel depict the triangle symbol and point to directions: up, right, down, and upright. If you follow these directions on the notepaper, you'll derive the numbers 5, 8, 2, 3. Use these numbers on the keypad to unlock the door. Now go downstairs to proceed ahead. Here, we see 2 dangling ropes, but we will sort them out later on. First, let's unlock the sewer gate. To open this door, observe the colored clothes around the area. Red at the top, bluish next, yellow and green on the same level, then brown hidden under the stairs, and orange at the bottom. Now, sort out these colored buttons on the board. Arrange them according to the clothes positions: red at the top, orange right at the bottom, and others accordingly. Proceed through the sewers. Pick up the metal rod near the locked door, indicating a warning. We will use this rod in resolving the weight balls puzzle. Return to the previous room that was dangling ropes. We need to fit this rod inside this hatch to lift an object from it. But before that, we will use the weight balls with the dangling ropes so that the ropes go inside the hatch. Now, collect all 5 visible weights and an additional hidden one. Adjust the weights with ropes and a balance so that the ropes can go inside the hatch easily. There are two types of weights. Each rope needs a dual weight. Place a weight at the top of one of the ropes. With both ropes in the hatch, insert the metal rod and remove the weights individually. This will lift an object, revealing a wrench inside. Take this wrench and move towards the door. Now, use the wrench to open the door. Enter the room and you'll find a puzzle on the right side with numbers 1 through 5. To solve this, we need to match the rust patterns on the tiles to those on the wall. This will unlock a panel containing a hint for the next puzzle. Next, we can see 5 wheels on the left wall, so use the hint. Lines representation on the paper. Adjust the metal rods of the wheels according to the lines. This will block the gas leakage, then we can switch on the power. Pick up audio reel number 2 from the table and put it on the radio to listen to another hint.
Congratulations on making it this far. By getting here, you have shown exceptional competence and skills. While there are still many challenges ahead of you, I'm sure you have what it takes to overcome them. And remember, when you find yourself up against a wall, the answer might lay just behind it. There is always light at the end of the tunnel.
Next, we need to unlock the numbered door of this locker. Here we can see 4 padlocks protecting the door. Now for the first padlock, the code is 33, derived from the pattern 76, 54, and 45, 67, which are countdowns and count-ups from number 3. The second padlock can be unlocked by entering 43, as the pattern of other numbers is the same on both sides of the padlock. Coming down to unlocking the third padlock, we need to complete the series in descending order, where each subsequent number is half of the previous one. For example, half of 64 is 32. Therefore, the numbers that need to be added are 16 and 8. Combining these numbers, we get 168, which will unlock the padlock. The final padlock requires you to subtract 11 downwards from 54, 43, and 32 to get to 21. Enter 21 to unlock the door. And you'll see a tunnel. Pass through it to reach the next room. Pick up the audio reel number 3 and get back to the previous room. Place reel number 3 on the radio to listen to the voice notes for hints.
Since you have made it this far, you must have phenomenal lock-cracking skills. However, not all locks can be cracked. In those cases, you need to be able to figure out the lock's combination based on the victim's preferences. For example, people often tend to set the combinations on their safes and suitcases based on their birthdays or their loved ones' birthdays. Or sometimes they use the year when their favorite painting was painted. Or maybe they use the best vintage of their favorite wine as the combination. You never know.
After listening, return to the room via the tunnel. Pick up this painting from the wall and read the information behind it. Follow the highlighted letters B, G, E, B, B, A. I then pull the levers in the correct order to unlock the door to another small area. Here, we see 2 locked doors and one requires a key to open. So, move back to the main room and check behind the pillars near a box with a padlock. You'll find wine bottles. Examine the bottle and you'll find the year 1950, which is the padlock code. Inside the box is a clue for the safe puzzle. Now, focus on these 9 shapes. Read the hint note you got from the box to press all buttons except the middle one, then press the open button on the right to unlock the safe. This will reveal a key. Move on to try this key on the next door. Inside this little cell, there's a sound puzzle with 6 buttons. Here we need to press the buttons in the correct order as indicated by Audio Reel 3's recording. Go back to the radio to listen to the voices carefully.
Since you have made it this far, you must have phenomenal lock-cracking skills. However, not all locks can be cracked. In those cases, you need to be able to figure out the lock's combination based on the victim's preferences. For example, people often tend to set the combinations on their safes and suitcases based on their birthdays or their loved ones' birthdays. Or sometimes they use the year when their favorite painting was painted. Or maybe they use the best vintage of their favorite wine as the combination. You never know.
Now we're going to apply the same order of voices on the button board in that little cell. Follow me to match the sounds in the correct sequence to unlock the door. Pass through the door and move onwards. You'll see a stain on a wall in the sewer. Continue along until you find a room with a locked door and 2 painting grids on opposite walls. Follow these paintings. We've got to crack the lock. Here we can see a mop. Pick it up and go on to clean the stain we just saw on the wall in the sewers, which can reveal a clue. Here we can see some shapes that are quite similar to the shapes on the grids in that room. A bit of difference is that here, each logo on the wall has a combination of 2 shapes. After taking note of these 5 shapes, get back to the room with painting grids. Find the corresponding shapes on opposite sides of the walls. Once you identify the matching grids for each row, input the answers on the green padlock. Once unlocked, move on to the next area and explore what's here. There are some directional levers that need power to work, so find a way to provide it with the power. Here we have a switchboard that can trigger power to the levers. Turn on these 6 switches according to the clues provided with them. This activates a mechanism with a steel chain. Move the chain using the directional levers to lower the bridge. Now, head upstairs and cross to the other side. Afterward, ready to face another puzzle of reducing the water level. Here, we can see the valve hub with 3 valves. Now, find some unique bolts and wrenches scattered on the shelves. Collect all the required wrenches and bolts and place them on the surface. Now, fix these unique bolts with corresponding wrenches to lower the water level. After tightening all bolts, the water level will decrease to level 0. Now head back to the other side. Use the ladder to climb down and follow the empty sewer till you see a ladder to ascend to the other side. Next, you'll reach an area full of connected pipes. Here, you see a sprocket frame on a wall that is missing some gears. Now explore this area to collect all the missing gear. Here, we find a diagram on the wall according to which we need to turn the colored wheels. Place the gears in their respective slots after ensuring the handles of each wheel are properly aligned and the red gear is turned on. When positioned correctly, the door will open. In the next room, find a hint with colors and numbers on the left wall. Pass by it to the locked door with a special note. Press the handle below the signboard to open the door. There is a code written behind the signboard that you can use to unlock the padlock. Next, we can see a button on a pillar right in front of us. Left of this pillar is a gearbox. Now, we'll solve this gear puzzle by ensuring no gear overlaps with another. Once aligned, press the red button to get a flashlight. Turn on the flashlight to visualize better, as there are many buttons attached to the walls in this area. Here we can see a dual lock puzzle. One lock with multiple colors and the other one with only green. To solve this puzzle, we have a chart here with the symbols that are partial numbers. Using the flashlight, reveal the hidden green lines that form numbers for the left padlock. So, the code extracted from this chart is the 2086 for the left lock. Enter the code to unlock the left padlock. Now, the right padlock has the green, blue, white, and pink color combination. Move to the previous room as we saw a color chart there. So, the code for the right padlock is 4164. After unlocking the box, we have the button puzzle in line. Use the flashlight to see the button press sequence, which is similar to writing the number 5. Follow my directions carefully to unlock the door. Now, enter the final room, pick up the note from the table to get some hints. The writer of this note is Bill Burrow, and the first half of his telephone number is visible, which is 826. The letter also indicates Bill has worked with Richard, who is a handyman. Now, explore the room to get more hints and items. Here, one drawer is locked, so search for a key to unlock it. Here's one more note regarding security guidelines. Zoom in to check if you can see a padlock's code, which I guess is 7912. Open the drawers beside the coffee machine to find a small key. Use this key to open the locked drawer containing cash stacks labeled with phone numbers and names. Place these stacks on the table separately because we might need phone numbers written on them. Now, according to the letter, if they both work together, we can combine the first 3 digits of Bill Burroughs' phone number with the last 3 digits of Richard Wood's phone number, which becomes 826-512. We assume this is Bill's phone number, so call this number from the phone set on the table.
Hi, this is Bill. I'm currently on vacation and won't be around to answer the phone.
In response to the call, you'll get to listen to a pre-recorded voice note that tells the automated door service number 023151.
Calling the automated door service number, which is 023151. Anyways, I suppose you can leave a message after the beep if you want.
Take note of the room ID before calling the automated door service number.
You have called the Eldenburg Automated Door Service.
Once you hear the automated voice, dial 2 to open the door.
Dial 1. If you need to have a door opened, dial 2. If you need assistance with door installation, dial 3. Please dial the ID of the door.
Shortly after, enter the door ID.
The door will open shortly. Thank you for using our service.
The door will open and that marks the end of the game. After that, you can choose the Continue Exploring option if you want to gather all the collectibles. Go back to the start and explore every room and corner of the sewers to find collectibles. That's it for the walkthrough. I hope you enjoyed this video. Do provide your feedback by liking and commenting below. I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.